Okay, well, you're here today. You got a special announcement, something coming up. You know, we want to get you on the show, but also want to get your story, you know, as well.
Absolutely.
So, from my understanding, you said that you did 7 years.
Yeah, I did 7 years in the feds. I did 2 in FDC, of course, sitting and fighting,
Mm-hmm.
and then I did 2 out West Virginia, and my last 2, 3 in Philly, 2 in West Virginia, and my last 2 out Fort Dix.
You did 7 years. This was a part of the indictment that your brother went down on. And,
Yeah, we on the same case.
okay.
Yep.
And ultimately, what was your charges that you was facing?
It was the whole conspiracy. I got caught up in a conspiracy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but mainly, I actually just got locked up for being an ad brother. They just wanted me to snitch. But in the midst of that, they ran in my spot and found 21 pounds and a pistol and some money. And they tied me up and all of that. Yeah.
So this was the feds ran in your spot.
Yeah, yes.
Wow. Was you in there? Was you there?
Yeah, I was there. With my wife and my kids. Yep. They come kicking in the joint.
What time of day? Was it nighttime, daytime?
You know, they come like 5 o'clock in the morning, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And when they come kicking in the spot, I just remind you, I just had a daughter. My daughter was 7 days old. And my son was like 10 months old.
Yeah.
You feel me? So they come up and I said, oh, listen, I got some babies in here. I got to go back downstairs. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to wake my babies up. Yep, so then they come kicking. So there ain't really nothing you can do.
So hold on, they just boom, or they just knocked on the door and said open up.
No, they bust in. They bust in because I got the security door.
Mm-hmm.
They break through that with the crowbar and just kick in the door.
Yeah, this was a warrant for arrest. They want a body warrant.
Yeah,
He in there on all dog shit.
Absolutely.
So this was 5 in the morning.
Yes.
Wow. And you was asleep.
I was asleep. Me and my wife was laid up. And they come kicking in that joint. You feel me? But I'm so used to that. Unfortunately, dealing with my brothers.
Yeah.
That shit like a walk in the park. It's like a Sunday morning. Cause I've been getting my crib kicked in since forever. Dealing with them. I remember as a kid me waking up to 357s. Them looking for Moss or them looking for Ab. You know what I'm saying?
Now you served the 7 years. The case is basically over. So, but I want to say this too. I didn't get an opportunity to say this to you before we started. You can say what you want to say, leave out what you want to leave out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So let me ask you a question. Was it ever a point? I know y'all got indicted. This is one in Philly. You know, AR-AB, OBH was big as ever. Also was spreading out all over the United States, everywhere.
The UK.
So not only was y'all big in the city of Philadelphia, not on duty, but y'all was like, you know, everywhere.
Yeah.
Was it ever a point y'all thought that the feds was on y'all? Did y'all ever think like they was watching y'all or?
This is what I will say. They come taking phones and stuff like that, like maybe 6 months in advance. And that's when you know, like, all right.
They took phones from where?
They'll be pulling random artists over.
And taking their phone, letting them go and, like, let me get this phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would be wondering, too.
So was this the feds pulling you over or regular squad cars?
You would think it's regular squad cars, but it'd be the feds. They send the regular squad
Yeah,
cars.
exactly.
Yeah. Like, they pull my cousin Kazi over and take some money from him. Or, you know what I'm saying? And it'd be maybe like some juice or something like that in the car, and they just let him go, take his phone. We had a lounge down on 25th and I say Lehigh. It was one of them Cambria ones. I always get them mixed up. And they run in there taking dudes' phones and stuff like that.
Just taking phones.
But, you know, in hindsight, with the information that I have now, is like.
That's Ad? Yeah, answer that.
202?
Yo.
Huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yo.
Yeah, here he is.
Yo, Ad.
What's up, man?
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Slabber Catcher.
This Tawfiq, man. Listen, man, it's a crazy thing I want to say. Cause so yesterday, man, you know, first I want to say, man, we're glad we got you on the show. Glad you can call in. But yesterday, man, it's a crazy scenario, man. I was just leaving the post office, dropping off a letter to you in the mail, and Dev hit me up with your brother Amir on the line, and they was like, "Yo, we trying to get him on the show because the book coming out." So I'm like, yo, I just sent a letter in the mail to him, man. You know, and
Yeah. I got my book, my first urban novel coming out, man.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate it, man. You know.
No problem, man. So now that I got you on the phone, you know, because I got my counterpart, Brahim Jackson. He did 21 years in the feds, and
Okay.
and we got a podcast. Our podcast is called Tales from the Jails, which you're on now. And what we do is we spread the awareness to the youth about prison and try to deter them from going to prison, but with real stories like yours. And like I was telling your brother, man, y'all was one of the biggest groups in the city of Philadelphia. You know, when before the feds came and got y'all. So we want to ask you some questions if we can, and also promote your book, man, if possible.
Let it rip.
Okay. So listen, we just asked your brother Amir. We just asked him, man. When was it that you thought that the feds was on you? When did you know that they was actually going to be, coming for you?
I kind of got a hint when one of my friends got locked up and shit, man, and I kind of figured like, he really like a guy that's not really into nothing. So when they locked him up, I kind of figured that, oh man, they really want me. You know what I mean? That was probably like 5 months before I got arrested.
Oh wow. So what was he? So was he like? What was it like? He was just getting pulled over. What did they catch him with? If you can speak on that.
Yeah, I really can't go too deep into it, but
okay.
Yeah, ran to a little crib. He was just sleeping there for the night and found some stuff in there. And when they locked him up for it, I'm just like, what the hell? You dig what I'm saying? It's too much of a coincidence. You dig what I'm saying? Yeah. And I kind of figured like, oh shit, that's really they really want me. You dig what I'm saying? Because he don't really do nothing. You know what I mean? Wow. So it was on that tip. Yeah.
So was this the feds or was this the regular?
The feds. It was the feds. But after that, it was a whole bunch of red flags and shit. You know what I mean? So, like, it was regular cops pulling a couple of me and my guys over for no reason, putting the dogs on our cars. And we didn't think the feds, but it was just like, what's going on? I started thinking, I see the PGW truck following me one day. I'm thinking, like, the hell? I done turned all over blocks. They still behind my car. I'm like, there's something going on. Wow. So, you know what I mean? I was getting little signals and shit like, hold up. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you another question. So, I know you got this book coming out, man. And in this book, what's all detailed in this book? What's going on inside this book?
From a federal prison.
This is like a kind of like urban. It's like an urban fiction book. You dig what I'm saying? I got my biography coming out soon. I'm doing an autobiography though, and it should be done like probably around like February, March. But right now, in the meantime, I got like 2 or 3 urban novels I've been written, urban fictions. Yeah. So I'm just gonna start putting them joints out. But this one is really like kind of like on a sci-fi tip. Like it's kind of like a Hunger Games, Divergent type of vibe. I want to expand the genre. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Not just like the urban novel where we just in the hood, selling dope, running around with a gun, and it's the same old. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I want to like expand the genre, so make people that really like who really not alright. Let's make them go a little deeper. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly. Let me ask you a question.
That's what I wanted to do.
Let me ask you another question.
Yeah.
So we know going to prison, man, and serving time, whether it's state or feds. What all have you lost being incarcerated?
Man, I lost my family for real. You dig what I'm saying? I was married before I got locked up, and I was married. I lived with my 3 of my kids. You dig what I'm saying? And
yeah.
Especially with the feds is like designed to tear your family apart. It ain't like the state. The state got like family days and all these special situations, whereas though, you know what I mean? You can stay in touch and you still close. They got me over y'all Kentucky right now. You dig what I'm saying? And
you at Big Sandy, Kentucky.
Yeah, and then you get like, you might be locked down for 6 months and 3, 4, 5 months, no contact. You do something wrong, they cut your phone and your emails and computer off for a year. You know what I mean? It's like, it's designed really to destroy the family structure. You dig what I'm saying?
I'm surprised y'all out on population right now, This black right here talking counterpart.
Yeah, we out right now. It's kind of better now. We got a good war. He let us he keep us up. You dig what I'm saying? But
they still eating on a unit every night or going to the chow hall now?
No. We go to chow hall now. Okay. Everything we go to chow hall now. Everything back up and running. Whatnot.
Okay.
But let me say this though. I got to get this off, man, because it's a misconception and it irritates me. You dig what I'm saying? Like, people be saying that I did these interviews, I got in trouble for I didn't get in trouble. First of all, I'm not locked up for not one act of violence. You dig what I'm saying?
Right.
And first of all, when this conspiracy took place, I didn't do not one interview. My interviews is way before the conspiracy, the alleged conspiracy took place. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Get that on the app. I didn't do interviews and they sponsored my interviews. They came and locked me up and locked this guy. No, it wasn't none of that. My alleged conspiracy is only like not even a whole year long. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wow.
And I didn't do no interviews in that time. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not locked up for violence. Even if I was talking trash on the internet or whatever, but I'm not locked up for not one act of violence. I'm not locked up for not anything I ever said on the interview. They got me. They wrongfully convicted me from trafficking from state to state. You dig what I'm saying?
Wow.
I'm not locked up for nothing that got to do with Philadelphia for real.
Let me ask
you dig what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
So, how much time you sentenced to? What you sentenced to?
I'm sentenced to 45 years.
Now I'm asking you, how did you feel? I mean, what was going through your mind during the trial and to get to the point and get?
Well, at the end of the day, you got to understand. As soon as I got locked up, I had like a serious epiphany. You dig what I'm saying? Whereas those I understood that I really I said, man, I'm locked up because of some sins. I don't want to get religious, but I got to get it there. I felt that I was locked up for some sins that I've committed. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At the end of the day is, the stuff they found, I never even been in them spots. You dig what I'm saying? I wasn't even touching it. I'm far removed from all this stuff. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So in my mind, it's like, man, it's from, it's from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, man. You dig what I'm saying? So, and we have to believe that Allah is most merciful. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We have to believe that. So me understanding that, I never felt despair, because Allah says only the despair, only the Zelimun, only the sinful, only the criminals, only the
This call is from a federal prison.
So he said only the disbeliever despair of his mercy. So I never despair of Allah's mercy. So I wholeheartedly believe that I'm going to get out. So I never set myself sad or cried or none of that type of stuff.
Yeah. So,
you dig what I'm saying?
So Ab, now, like I said, what message would you have for the youth? Because sometimes situations happen in life.
I got this message for the youth. Somebody sat on my couch and told me this before it happened. A couple years before it happened, they said, listen, they're going to start labeling. Actually, it was Daoud Bey. He sat on my couch and said they're going to start labeling all y'all, like the neighborhoods, different crews and stuff. They're going to label y'all as gangs, and they're going to start hitting y'all with these RICOs and these conspiracies. I'm saying all the stuff that I'm hearing was going on, stop now. You dig what I'm saying? Because when you come in here, they're giving you 100 years. I'm watching young guys. I'm watching kids that's 17, 18, 19 get hit with RICO conspiracies, and these guys never counted $500 in their whole life.
Wow.
You dig what I'm saying? These guys never had $500 of their own in their pocket. You dig what I'm saying? But they doing all the shooting. They got the guns and all this other stuff. They're gonna hook you up in this joint. You're not beating them. Hey, when they come here, they don't have to have evidence to beat you. They beat you off a theory. They got a theory. You got a theory. You dig what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Yeah.
And they gonna get and they theory gonna win. You dig what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, they don't have to have evidence. That's what you doing. You call yourself this gang or this crew or we did this that. We 17th Street. We just boom down the bottom. We this that. That's a gang right there. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's a gang, and that's the RICO. You dig what I'm saying?
And
then when you get there, then when they pick 10, 15 of you guys up, and only 4 of y'all might be active for real. So what you think the other 10, 11 gonna do? You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When the other 5, 6, 7 know they ain't really do nothing, and they get offered 25 years, what do you think they gonna do?
You already know what they gonna do.
My little brother Mullah had to do 10 years, and he damn near innocent. You dig what I'm saying? He got caught up in our shit. You dig what I'm saying? And this is what happened. And due to the mercy of Allah, he only got the 10 years. You get what I'm saying? But I'm watching cases with a guy haven't really done nothing. He never even had $200 to his name, but got cop out to 25 years. You dig what I'm saying? Tell or cop out to 25 years. You dig what I'm saying? So,
that's what they do. That's what they do. Tell to cop out to the 25 years.
Hey, Fat Boy, tell them about the programs and stuff that you're doing in there, the positive stuff that you got going on while you in there.
Oh yeah, right now, first of all, religiously, I'm the Budar to the whole compound. Like I teach the Islamic classes here.
Alhamdulillah.
At the whole jail, and I run victim impact classes. I'm a mentor here. You think what I'm saying? So we run a whole bunch of classes: victim impact, criminal thinking, violence prevention, confront addiction. You think what I'm saying?
Hey, let me ask you a question, man. Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
If you was able to come home, if you was able to come home today or tomorrow, what would you be doing if you came home? What would be your agenda? If you was to come
My
out?
agenda to come home today tomorrow. I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. First of all, I get out of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Because I can't live a normal life in Philadelphia.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying?
That's the first step.
They already got me painted. They already painted me with a brush. You dig what I'm saying? I can't live a normal life. You dig what I'm saying? I get out of Philadelphia, but my main thing is the family. I want to, be around. I want to hang out with my kids. You dig what I'm saying?
How many kids you got, Ad?
5.
What's the ages?
I got 2 19-year-olds. I got a 16-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 13-year-old.
Any message you want to give to them right now? They listening?
I love them. You dig what I'm saying? The love is unconditional. You dig what I'm saying? But as far as the youth, man, stop it, man. Stop it now. I'm trying to tell y'all, stop it now. It's a lose-lose. You dig what I'm saying? Back in the day, we used to get locked up. Most guys go to the city jails, the state jails. Now they sending y'all straight to the feds, man.
Yeah,
and y'all don't know y'all don't know what a 924C or 841 or 851 is. Y'all have no idea what these things is.
They start
So no way you gonna know how to beat these statues. You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can't beat these statues because you don't know what it is.
You don't even begin. You don't even know where to start fighting at.
Absolutely.
No. Hey, listen, but the phone might hang up. If y'all still there, I'll call y'all back in 15 minutes. Y'all still around.
Yeah, we will still be here.
All right, Road to Glory Publications, man. Grab my book, man. United States of Philadelphia.
For sure.
Follow the Instagram, Road to Glory